Coach Mack talked last game about how you guys have wiped the slate clean in terms of who's going to be starting and he's playing the hardest playing players. How does that change the complexion of your guys' practices?
I think it makes it even more intense. If it wasn't a lot of competing before, it's definitely a lot of competing now. And I think you see a lot of guys who, they're not going to see anyone has precedence or anyone's being favored or anything like that. So it's one of those where work your hardest, give it your all, and you'll have a good shot at playing. So I think it gives a lot of hope for a lot of guys on the team, and also sort of gives a wake-up call for guys who may have gotten complacent or comfortable.
Do you think you guys needed that?
I think so, yeah. I think it was something where, we don't want guys getting into a lull or being able to sort of be comfortable in the position they're at or the role they're having, because I think we need to continue to get better as a team. And I think it's one of those jolts that kind of woke a couple guys up and refreshed our team.
Jalen, how do you think the guys have responded to that? Because it's one thing to say it, another thing for guys to go out and practice and actually do it. How do you think guys have responded?
I think the team responded in a good way. Obviously, seeing your teammate, start is a good thing. I think it just everybody should go hard in practice. As far as the young guys trying to step their game up and prove that they, can start is a good thing, and it makes everybody all around better.
Is it strange though? Because normally the first sub in the game would be you or Miles, and now it's just kind of at least at Villanova was people here and there and everywhere. Is it strange to have those different combinations all the time on the court?
No, I don't think it's strange. I think it's good actually to see some of the young guys just come in right away, develop so fast, and just be ready to, perform it under that light, and just for those guys to step it up like they did is a good thing to see your brother out there putting in the work that he does on and off the court. So.
John, how do you feel about this team right now? Because obviously this team is it's really good at home, and you struggle a bit on the road. Just what are your thoughts on where this team is right now, heading into what is another big game tomorrow?
I mean, obviously the Big East is a lot of good teams. I think after those losses, it made us come more together and just realize what we have, and which is a lot of talent. We just got to just put the pieces of the puzzle and just get the job done. Obviously, we have that home court advantage. When our crowd is there and cheering us on, more so down the road, then we're getting booed here and there. But I just think we got to take that home court urge and just take it on the road trips with us, and I think we'll be fine.
Matt, do you feel like the team plays differently at home? Do you feel like you play with different energy, different level of execution at home?
I think we have a little more. We're a little more comfortable at home, I guess. So the mistakes we necessarily make at home aren't as glaring as they are on the road. I know we've had a lot of guys who've reflected on things we need to do, and I have a lot of pride in our team, and I know we're going to figure it out. We have guys who want to win, so that's not the issue. I think we just need to figure a couple things out and put it all together. And if we can start rolling here on the road, then it'll turn over to making our team a lot better, and it'll go from road games to home games to there is no difference. And I know our team will figure it out.
Matt, why do you think the team has struggled so much defensively, especially on the road?
I think when you're on the road and you don't have the crowd behind you, you maybe don't have that confidence that you have at home, and that sort of, makes some of those defensive lapses more aware. And I think our team doesn't maybe do the best job of talking on defense on the road. And, that shows when you have a crowd cheering against you and you can't hear your other teammates, and you're worried about outside things, and it sort of affects that defensive end. But I think we're going to get it together, and I think we're going to be a team that's going to be eventually known as Road Warriors.
Is this where you guys expected to be at this point in the game?
I don't think so. I think we had higher hopes for our team, and I think there's still a lot of Big East games left where we're by no means down on ourselves, down on our team, think we're out of anything. But if I said, hey, we're going to be 2-3 in the conference and 11-6 overall, I think we'd say that's not what we were aiming for. But there's going to be bumps along the road, and as I always believe, you got to peak in March. You got to peak at the right time, and it's okay that we haven't figured everything out now, but we need to get to that point where we're starting to figure everything out.
Jalen, does this team still feel good about itself at this point of the year, as Matt said, you guys probably aren't where you want to be, but you're still in a pretty decent position. Do you still feel good about yourself at this point of the year?
Definitely. I mean, you know, every team's going to hit a road where, you know, you got to just pick everybody up. There's no reason to be down on yourself because, you know, everybody loses. Michael Jordan lost games. So, to me, it's just a matter of being ready. And my thing this year is just being consistent and just trying to keep everybody consistent and winning games at the end of the day. Winning games.
For you, the way you play, there's a bit of an edge to your game. Is that instinct, or is that something you feel like you have to bring to this team?
Well, coming from where I'm from, I just playing street ball. I just, you know, toughness is just like only the toughest survive. So just bringing that aggressiveness to the team, I think it helps us a lot. Like during games, you know, we need an extra rebound or just to out tough these guys. Like we need that urge to just kill when we have to. So yeah.
What do you guys think of all white sneakers?
I have no problem with it.
They're clean.
Yeah. Crispy.
Do you guys say anything to JP about his sneaker sense at home?
I think JP's really into shoes, and he enjoys the shoes that he has. And I think it goes well when you have the all-white shoes, the white socks, and the white jerseys. So it's not a bad look for him.
Would either of you guys be caught dead wearing all white shoes and white socks during a game?
Probably not. Never. No.
I probably would. Depends on what kind of shoe it is. I mean, obviously Nike, but I don't have no problem with them. I think they're pretty cool, Nike Kobe's.
What about his furry Crocs? Do you have an opinion on those?
I like Crocs. Crocs are comfortable. I'm all about the comfort, and yeah, I like them.
In the wintertime?
Yeah, you gotta. Sometimes your dogs are barking. You gotta let them breathe, man.
All right, so Jalen, do you wear Crocs?
Nah, I'm not a fan of the Crocs.
Would you ever wear Crocs?
I can't. I mean, never say never. So I mean, someone bought them for me, maybe I would. But my particular taste is not Crocs and shoes.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.